Across India, whether in Narharpur or Gurugram, Dharwad or Delhi, post-mortem work is largely done by sanitation workers. They are called cutters by the medical community and are offered no additional compensation or recognition for the work that they do. Despite government regulations requiring a basic MBBS degree, the print found that that was not being followed across the country. Dissection is left to the people, to the Safai Karmcharis, since squeamish doctors a lot of times do not nearly want to go near rotting bodies that are found in a decomposed, cut up state. Now, people who do this work are overwhelmingly from the Dalit community. I, Shubhangi Mishra, spoke to sanitation workers across the country about this work that they do. Only 2 sanitation workers, both from Chhattisgarh, agreed to speak to me on camera. This is their story. Hidden in the forests of Chhattisgarh's Narharpur is a small cement structure with black letters on the wall. Naveen Shavgraha. It is a house for the dead. More than 1200 postmortems have been conducted here in the last 20 years. The person cutting open the bodies is Santoshi Durga, a sanitation worker. She doesn't have an MBBS degree to do this. Her degree is her caste. There is no running water or electricity in the room. Durga takes out water from a tube well and puts it in a bucket to wash her hands. This is Narharpur's morgue and it is 2 kilometers away from the टाउन्स हॉस्पिटल
बनाओ। यहाँ कई प्रकार के मरीज आते रहते हैं, डर जाएंगे, अच्छा नहीं है ऐसे बोल के दबाव डालते हैं, तो इसीलिए वहाँ पे नहीं बनाते सामने में हॉस्पिटल में। नहीं तो हॉस्पिटल के अंदर ही रहता है मरचुरी घर, लेकिन गांव एरिया के हिसाब से न मैम इन लोग मना करते हैं। यहाँ गृह नहीं होना चाहिए, उससे बाहर होना चाहिए ऐसे बोल के बोलते हैं, तो बाहर ही है मैम। 2 किलोमीटर हॉस्पिटल से 2 किलोमीटर इधर जंगल में बना है।
Durga is this town's sanitation worker. She also conducts postmortems in the area. She showed us her workplace at the town's community health center. It was in the corner of the hospital, labeled Khatra, danger. Her stuff kept inside a Godrej almirah. She was given some knives, gloves, masks to conduct the postmortems. Durga wants her due, which is a permanent job, and is urging her fellow town's residents to recognize her effort.
मैं शासन से वही बोलना चाहती हूँ बार बार, जो हमेशा ही बोलती हूँ कि शासन मेरे को परमानेंट अभी तक नहीं किया है, इसीलिए मेरा मन दुखता भी है कि मैं एक सच्चे ईमानदारी और सब अधिकारियों के बात को लेके अभी तक चल रही हूँ। मेरे जीवन में अभी ईमानदारी से काम कर रही हूँ, तो परमानेंट नहीं होता, यही मन दुख होता है मेरे को। और ये एरिया में तो जाति पाति का बहुत ज़्यादा ही बात आता है, लेकिन वही है क्योंकि मैं एक दलित फैमिली की लड़की हूँ और ये कार्य कर रही हूँ, तो उनको सोचना चाहिए कि हमारे नरहरपुर की एक ऐसी बेटी है जो ऐसे काम कर रही है, एक सराहनीय, एक गर्व की काम कर रही है और नाम अपना बहुत दूर दूर तक दे चुकी, तो हमको गर्व होना चाहिए बोल के। लेकिन बहुत सारे परिस्थिति का सामना मैंने किया जीवन में, और वो परिस्थितियों को मैंने पार करते करते मैं यहाँ तक मैं अभी तक पहुँची हूँ। तो मैं ये सोचती हूँ दिल से कि मेरे को सभी लोग के बातों से मेरे को कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, मेरे को कामों से, मेरा काम से ही मेरा कर्म बनेगा, यही सोच के मैं ये काम को अपना दृढ़ संकल्प करके ईमानदारी से करती हूँ।
Durga's house is barely 2 kilometers away from the CHC. She lives in a sparsely furnished home with her mother, sister, and 2 daughters. There is hardly anything in the kitchen. Durga now wants her kids to study and do well, but being in a risky, underpaid job, her dream seems distant. She wants to be a permanent employee. She tells the story of her life and how she conducts postmortems.
इस लाइन में तो मैं आना नहीं चाहती थी, लेकिन मजबूरी के कारण और एक पिताजी से सच्ची शर्त लगाने के कारण मैं इस पोस्टमार्टम लाइन में आई हूँ।
क्या शर्त लगाई थी?
जी, पापा हमारे स्वास्थ्य विभाग नरहरपुर में ही स्वीपर पोस्ट में थे और हम 6 बहन हैं, भाई नहीं है और सबसे बड़ी बहन मैं ही हूँ। इसीलिए पापा जी जॉब में थे तो पापा जी हमेशा ड्रिंक करके आते थे और माँ को थोड़ा-सा गाली-गलौज करते थे, तो हम लोग सुनते थे तो हमको बिल्कुल अच्छा नहीं लगता था। तो पापा जी से मैंने यही बोला कि पापा जी आप हमेशा दारू पी के ही पोस्टमार्टम करते हो, तो इसको तो बिना पिए भी किया जा सकता है और यही शर्त मैंने पिताजी से लगाया कि बिना पिए भी ये कार्य को बखूबी किया जा सकता है।
आपने कितने पोस्टमार्टम कर लिए हैं अभी तक?
अभी तक मैंने 2004 से अभी तक मैंने 1200 से 1500 तक कर लिए हैं। बहुत मुश्किल है यहाँ पे, मतलब पोस्टमार्टम करना भी मुश्किल है बोलती हूँ, क्योंकि हम हॉस्पिटल से जब शव यहाँ तक आती है तो हम लोग एक ही साथ एक ही गाड़ी में सब लोग आते हैं, डॉक्टर, स्वीपर, अपने थाना विभाग के लोग सब एक साथ आते हैं वहाँ से। और यहाँ अभी फ्रीजर का भी साधन बिल्कुल नहीं है, आप देख सकते हो यहाँ लाइट की सुविधा नहीं है, पानी की सुविधा नहीं है, बहुत समस्या होते हैं। उसके बावजूद भी अपने अधिकारी का कार्य को हम अभी तक बखूबी निभा रहे हैं और आ रहे हैं और पोस्टमार्टम कर रहे हैं।
50 kilometers from Narharpur, where Durga works, is a mortuary in the Kanker district where another man, 47-year-old Rajesh Rajak, works. He cuts open bodies all 7 days of the week and gets absolutely no breaks. He is only paid 8,000 rupees a month and is currently demanding a permanent government job. He says that even though he is above age, which is 45 in Chhattisgarh, he should be given a job since he has been doing this work for almost 2 decades.
8,000
क्या हक है आपका?
8,000 रुपया बस। और परिजन पूरा सामान लेके आते हैं यहाँ से, मतलब जो झिल्ली, रस्सी, कपड़ा जो भी है ना। और कांकेर में अपना 7 ब्लॉक पड़ता है, उन लोग अगर खुश होके दे दिए मेरे को, रजा के रख ले यार 150 रुपया, वो रख लेता हूँ। बाकी मैं अपने अभी तक इच्छा से अपना पैसा का मांग किया ही नहीं हूँ।
दिन में कितने पोस्टमार्टम करते हो?
आज ही तो नहीं है मैम, बाकी 3-4 होना ही है
पूरे दिन में?
जी।
छुट्टी मिलती है?
छुट्टी नहीं मिलती, मेरा कोई छुट्टी नहीं है।
7 दिन काम है?
हाँ, और बाकी जैसे चारामा में कभी नहीं है वहाँ, वो भी डेली वेजेस में है, तो वहाँ भी जाना पड़ता है।
Rajesh and Durga are badli workers. That Safai Karmchari Andolan convener Bezwada Wilson terms worse than manual scavenging. The Prit also attended a post-mortem in Dharwad. The post-mortem was done by Grade T workers. We also spoke to sweepers in Delhi and Gurugram who told us about their struggles with drinking, mental health challenges, and how they're called Jallad by their society. It is the same story across multiple cities of India. Professor Pradeep Ramwat at Tata Institute of Social Sciences, Guwahati, has been working with Assam's Basfur community, which engages in post-mortem work.
Okay, so this work in the mortuary and then handling of the dead bodies in the different context, so make the people very vulnerable because they come from untouchable Dalit background, and then across India, like you will now find that the untouchable community has been employed for this entire thing, and they are already coming from that untouchability background. When they are into this particular occupation, for example, in Karnataka, like you will find the Madigas and then the Valayas, like who are performing this work. When you go to Andhra, mostly like you'll find Madigas, like in Assam, like you'll find Balfour community. And there is a clear-cut indication that most of them are from the untouchable caste background. And because of these untouchability practices, they are more vulnerable for occupational hazards, and they are not being given any safety kits, no social security benefits. They are being employed at a meager contractual terms of maybe 5,000 is the kind of thing like they get. The salary they get, no other social security benefits in most of the states. So it ranges from 5,500 to like maximum 15,000, which is peanuts like when you work with this kind of thing. Having said that, they're not officially employed as mortuary workers or these things, but they are all sanitation workers, like who have been forced to do this occupation. That means we are forcing them to do this occupation because you don't have any other choice, you don't have any other alternatives. That does not mean that like you keep on employing them for long to carry out this. It has a generational impact, and because of that, they are having a severe mental disorders, and they are also having mental health challenges. Not only that mortuary worker, but the entire family suffer from the stigma, social stigma, and then also like since the humans are performing it, nobody likes to do this job, so they have a heavy mental health issues, and then most of them die at a very young age, 30 years, 32 years, 35 years. Young boys are dying, youths are dying who are into this profession. It's not by choice, it's by force, and then it's a system has created such. So I'm very sorry to tell that the untouchability is practiced in this format, that we are pushing the Safai Karmis to do this occupation. We should say hereditarily, like we are doing this. Across India, if you go, if a father is a mortuary worker, the son becomes a mortuary worker. So it's like नेता का बेटा नेता बनेगा, mortuary worker का बेटा mortuary worker बनेगा. That's the story we continue. So the bottom line is it's a caste-based reproduction of the roles, and there is no class dimension to it. The caste and then the class comes together, and it's like a wave particle duality. Whenever like you want to call Dalits as the people like who are the strength, Ambedkar is there, Baba Jagjivan Ram is there. But the reality of the community is that they end up into these occupational hazardous kind of job.
For the print, this is Shubhangi Mishra reporting from Karnataka, Chhattisgarh, Delhi and Gurugram.